Hello everybody, here with our next video for my Algebra 2 students getting ready for their exponential functions test. Create a function for this situation. The value of a 2022 Honda Accord has decreased exponentially. The 2 points on the graph shows their car's initial value and its value 2 years later. We're going to be using to create our function initial amount times growth factor to the power of x, as we've been doing over and over again. Now the initial amount is given to us right there in the graph. The initial amount is $24,500 for this Honda Accord, brand new. And then 2 years later, the car is now worth $18,972.80. So the growth factor after 2 years, though, the growth factor after 2 years is going to be calculated by taking the two prices, 18,972.80, that's a 2 right there, divided by 24,500. That's the growth factor after 2 years. So we're going to jump into our Desmos graphing calculator. Did that calculation for you, divided those two numbers, and I get 0.7744. Now, Desmos has this handy button. If you press that right there, it'll rewrite your answer as a fraction. So we're going to use that one, 484 over 625. So this reduces to 484 over 625. Now that's the growth factor after 2 years. So the growth factor, I'm going to write GF here, the growth factor after 1 year, because we're going to make a function per year, is going to be that number, 484 over 625. And since we had the original growth factor is in 2 years, the growth factor for 1 year is going to be to the power of 1/2. Okay, so that is our growth factor, and now we're going to create our function. Now that we have an initial value and a growth factor, we're going to write it in terms of years, so that's going to be f of y is equal to the initial amount, 24,500, times the growth factor, which is that 484 over 625 to the power of y over 2, because of that 1/2 power that we had earlier. Now you might also see this function written in radical form, so that's going to be 24,500 times the square roots. We don't write the 2 there because the 2 is understood when there's no number on the radical symbol, over 625, to the power of y. Okay, those are our 2 ways to write the function for this situation, both in rational form and in radical form. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.